Do you have any idea what's it like living in a schizoid fantasy? You understand that schizoid personality disorder is primarily a person who solely functions within their inner self. They are the greatest introverts on the planet. A schizoid like myself is introverted to the point to where it causes us to be dysfunctional. Do I desire to have close relationships? No. Do I desire to have friends? No. Do I desire to be around people at all? Hell no. Now, my fantasies, they tend to be so humiliating. I go through scenarios of myself or a fantasy self in which somehow I'm either always betrayed or humiliated by family members or someone who's close to me. It's like I live in this tormenting fantasies that is mainly strict on putting this in the image of making me feel socially inferior. This is a disease of some sort. This is a form of schizophrenia, but the only thing is these are major fantasies. This is the schizoid personality's version of delusions of grandeur. But instead of being delusions of grandeur, they are intense fantasies of humiliation, along with the social anxiety and the depression. But I'm telling you, this derealization of the fantasy life of the schizoid because you feel socially inferior, it's like subconsciously your mind picks on the emotions, the brain chemistry in your brain, and it particularly produces these negative images and concepts about you. You see, being a schizoid, like I say, your fantasies are the primary driving force. That's one of the main reasons why you're an introvert. I remember the first time I heard a voice in my head. No, not an imaginary voice, but an audible voice. And I tell you this, it was pretty scary. Okay, here's the main reason for this video. Since a schizoid has a fantasy self, this fantasy self is based upon your own self-perception. I pretty much live a loser life. Not a loser life, but I tend to not have any motivation to really strive. And if I do get some motivation, it's temporary. It doesn't last. And my ideas, I'm always interested in esoteric movements or things dealing with philosophy or psychology or fixing computers. Things, I just got a job at a Walmart part-time as a maintenance man overnight. I'm very comfortable with that. I really don't have to deal with customers or employees. All I have to do is just go around cleaning, do what I'm supposed to do. I don't have to socialize with anybody. I mean, do I like being this way? Hell no. Am I good at pretending? I mean, I can go amongst a group of people and I can stir up a lot of good conversation and everything. I mean, I can make myself look normal. I mean, I'm really good at putting on a good face or a fake face. Something even normal people do, but now there are benefits of being a schizoid. There are some things that make us unique, and people tend to have this type of prejudice towards me. I don't know why. When I go to the job, I mind my own business. I do a good job. I say hello from time to time. I mean, I keep to myself, but even if people don't witness me talking to myself or walking around in circles, dabbling in engrossed fantasy, it's like people have kind of an instinct to recognize someone who's odd. And why do people just tend to hate people that are odd? People treat me as if I've done something guilty, I've done something wrong. Just because I'm odd. Why? I'm not talking about my fantasies. I'm talking about real life. And you see, what orchestrates in my real life will, in reverse, come within my subconscious, and they will escalate in my fantasies. And as a result, in my inner life, these fantasies will turn into major torments. This is what drives me to want to go fucking kill people. I'm just kidding. About killing people.